Hey everybody, welcome to Your Beautiful Table, a YouTube channel and a website all about helping you make your tabletops beautiful. Today we're going to talk about my fall haul successes, including the massive line we saw at Bath & Body Works, so stay tuned. Thanks everybody for coming on back. If you're new to Your Beautiful Table, we're a website and a YouTube channel all about helping make your tabletops beautiful. We talk about candles, home fragrance, floral decor, china, glassware, all that kind of fun stuff. So if that is of interest to you, consider subscribing. Click the little box below. Also, we have a newsletter, and I use the newsletter to do free candle giveaways. So consider subscribing to the newsletter. I won't spam you, I promise. I don't send out a lot of updates, but sign up. We do giveaways when we reach particular milestones on the YouTube channel, and we're almost to 300 subscribers, so it's almost time for a new giveaway. So subscribe before that giveaway happens. Okay, so those of you who are old friends know that last week I had some fall haul fails. So I tried to do some fall candle shopping and it just went bust. But I went out this weekend determined to persevere, and I wanted to share with you some of the things that I found. Also, for those of you who are old friends, know that this is the same shirt I was wearing in the videos last weekend, and so I promise you I have laundered this shirt and it's not, it's nice and clean. But I thought it would be a fun joke to have the same shirt on from that weekend, because I sort of made fun of myself about it, and then wear it again today. So we're going to start by talking about Nest candles. So I found some Nest candles on my fall haul shopping, and then we're going to talk about Bath & Body Works. So first, I wanted to share with you all about my trip to Aubry home. So Nest candles are available at Ulta, they're available at Neiman Marcus, they're available at Nordstrom and other high-end retailers, and of course online. Locally, if you're in a small city like I am, they may be a little bit harder to find. Last weekend I went over to Ulta and it was a total bust because, well, not total, they just didn't have the fragrance, the fall fragrance that I wanted. So I did take some pictures of some other candles that were available at Ulta. So I didn't pick up any fall candles then, but I was looking for the Nest pumpkin chai candle. And so there's a local shop, it's a home decor shop, and I knew that they carried Nest candles. So yesterday I called over there and asked if they still had any pumpkin chai, and they did. So they held one for me and I went over. So the store's name is Aubry Home. It's a local decor shop, and they have lots of different kinds of furniture, tabletop decor, accessories, art, those kinds of things. They do throw pillows and upholstery and all kinds of fun stuff, antiques and vintage finds thrown in there. It's a cute shop, and if you are in the Greensboro, North Carolina sort of triad area, check out Aubry Home. It's a little bit hard to find, so be sure to GPS it, but I wanted to share with you about it. So I went shopping at Aubry Home yesterday. They have these cute bags. There's a little green sticker there that they use as their branding, but I'm going to put a picture in the video. You can see the outside of Aubry Home. It's really cute, but it's sort of nondescript. It's kind of hidden by those big trees that you'll see, and then they just do a nice job of doing a welcoming door. And then right when you come inside, if you turn to the left, they have their Nest candle display. It's right in the front of the shop. So they already have out fall candles, and they have some classic scents that you'll see there in the photograph. So it's a great place if you're in Greensboro and looking for a wider assortment of Nest fragrances. You can check it out. So I'm excited to go back and pick up some of their holiday scents as we move closer to holiday time. But you'll notice in that picture, there's not any pumpkin and chai, and I was like, oh my gosh, where's the pumpkin chai? Sort of not a total panic, but I wanted to be sure that I got it. So of course they had held one for me, so it wasn't a big deal. But while I was there, I had an opportunity to walk through the store, and I'll put in another picture. You can see they have a beautiful tabletop display incorporating the Nest pumpkin chai. So it was a beautiful setup. They had some napkins that are available there, some paper napkins and cocktail napkins, and then they had a tabletop display all set up. So that particular tabletop display, and I'll try to zoom in so you can see some of the features there. They used gold, they used agate and cream, and a little bit of mustard, along with some preserved boxwood topiaries to really create a beautiful tabletop display. So I really enjoyed the way that they had the candle set up and then the tabletop, and it really sort of brought fall home, and it was sort of early fall, beginning those fall colors, the changing of the leaves, the rusts and gold and those kinds of things without it being too over the top or kitschy. And I just like the way that it was subtle and just sort of brought it all together. So you can see there that they have the Nest Pumpkin Chai. I was able to get the candle and check out, and my trip to Aubry home was fantastic. You know, I stop in there pretty regularly. It's just a fun place because their inventory changes and it's nice to stop in. So if you have a place where you can find Nest candles in your hometown, leave it in a comment below. If there's a special store you want to give a shout out to, you can leave it in the comments. So again, Aubry home, bought the candle. So here it is. And I want to share that. Here's my receipt. So, you know, this is not a sponsored YouTube channel. It's do-it-yourself funding. So this, let me bring it up to the camera. So the Nest Pumpkin Chai has this fun, it's almost like a herringbone pattern of multiple shades of yellow and orange. I guess it's more multiple shades of orange. And then, you know, there's this, the label on the back, but it wraps all around. And I like the way the Nest candles have this ribbon. It's sort of it's, what do I want to say? Glossy sort of ribbon that sort of wraps around it. So what that does is it just sort of, that next to the mat of the box, it just, creates sort of like, it almost looks like it's wrapped. And so also being a cube, this is easy to wrap. And so the colors here are hard to see, but it's like almost brown and then a shade of orange and then another brown ribbon there. So this is the 8.1 ounces candle, and it was $42. It wasn't on sale, but that's generally the same price that you can find online. So of course, you know, Nest makes a deal with those retailers. They probably buy it at wholesale price and then sell it for retail price. So I can smell it a little bit just outside of the box. I'm gonna open it up. So there's this matte black inside. You can see that there's this black cardboard, and then inside it's got the pumpkin chai plastic lid, and I'm gonna lift it out, and you can see that it's really a beautiful votive. And the votive it's frosted with clear frosting, and then there's a gold stripe there. Let me see if I can bring it up. I'm not great with seeing where my camera is. And then again, here's the top. It has a little plastic to keep it covered, and it's a single wick. It's got the nice Nest label in gold down there at the bottom. And so I'm already smelling some of those yummy pumpkin notes. So let's take it off. And so there's just the plastic top again. A single wick with creamy orange wax. And Nest is a soft wax, and it's a soft soy wax. And so it really lasts. I find it to last a long time. Let me read you the description on the back. And it says, wild pumpkin is enhanced with spicy masala chai notes of cardamom, ginger, and cinnamon. And then it says, I was trying to see if it has burn time on the packaging. It's got a lot of warnings, of course. I'll see if I can find the burn time that they promise, and I will put it in, but I think it's around 60 hours if I'm remembering it correctly. But if it's not, I'll put it in over my video here. Yum, yum, yum. So I was looking to see if it had the burn time. So right away I get a nice pumpkin, of course, a sweet pumpkin, but on top of it is like this clove and cardamom. I don't get, well, you know what? And there is a warm cinnamon. It's almost like, you know, the cinnamon of a Red Hot gets to be not sweet cinnamon, but that tart, spicy cinnamon. And I can get that right on cold. It's a complex fragrance that has those different spice notes. And so it's not just like sweet pumpkin in your face. It's deeper than that. And so I got this because I felt like September and October, moving into Thanksgiving, and even from Thanksgiving moving almost into the Christmas season, this gives you that sort of spiciness, that sort of pumpkin pie. But it has some heat to it with that bright cinnamon that will be able to take you into Christmas. It's almost like the cinnamon of a cinnamon broom or cinnamon pine cones, but it is not sort of overwhelming. And so I'm excited to burn this candle. I've had a lot of success with the Nest candles, the single wick, just in terms of fragrance throw and intensity and performance. And so I'm excited about this. So I'll start burning it this week, and then we'll bring you some updates. Okay, so it wouldn't be a fall haul without some Bath and Body Works fragrances. And so I went yesterday to Bath and Body Works, and I'll put a picture in here, y'all. It was mid-afternoon on a Saturday. The line was down and around the corner. There were probably, you can see in the picture, 20 people in line. They were only allowing about 20 people in the store. It's a relatively smaller store. It just had sort of that front vestibule area with some body care and some candles set out. And then there is sort of a deeper area with more home fragrance. And so it just, with all the displays set out, it felt congested, and there were a lot of folks in there, even at 20, but there were probably 7 people in the store who were workers and helping. There were 2 people outside in line that were helping to keep the line, and they had markers down on the sidewalk to help keep people socially distant. And everybody was wearing a mask. Everybody inside was wearing a mask. That's one of the things, though, that's difficult about Bath and Body Works. A couple of things that were sort of like, I hadn't been into a Bath and Body Works store since the pandemic began, and there were a couple of things that were not unnerving to me, but there was hand sanitizer available, and people were doing a good job keeping spread out, but there were times where folks were really close together. So even though they were wearing masks, it was still close together. The doors were open, and the person outside was handing folks a bag. So you got a shopping bag before you went in. So you had your own bag. You didn't have to use those, the wicker or metal baskets. And so that was convenient. And then you could use that to shop. But folks are taking product and smelling it, and they're pulling down their mask to smell the product. So it's like, touch the product, touch your mask, touch the product, put it back. Somebody else comes by and touches it. So that was a little bit concerning to me. Just, what we know about how the virus spreads with some, if you're on your mask and it's getting close to your face, the sort of spray and breath and that kind of stuff, and then you touch your mask, and then you touch the product. So thankfully I was just there for candles. I wasn't there for body care or anything else, and so I honestly just didn't even smell the candles. I just recognized some labels that you all have recommended in the comments and was like, okay, I'll just get these. And there was one that I had wanted to buy. So with the $42 price point of the Nest candle, my candle budget was a little bit busted. And what else did I want to say about that? Oh, and I had to buy tires this month, and so they were expensive, and so my disposable income isn't where. So I just got 2 candles, but I did want to say I felt like Bath and Body Works was sort of going back to the pandemic response. I think they were being really as responsible as they could. There were plexiglass shields. After each customer, the cashier would come around and they would spray sanitizer on everything that anybody touched, the countertops, the checkout, sort of the credit card machine, and they were doing their very best. Also, the store was really well stocked. I'll put a picture in there. You can see the massive amounts of candles that are in there. And it was just, Saturday, beautiful weather. People wanted to get out, and it was really, really busy, which was good to see, in that folks were getting out and shopping and sort of back to real life. And most folks were wearing a mask, and they were only allowing, certain numbers of people in. So I don't want to bash it. It was just sort of, my own comfort level. I did notice a lot of people were coming to the store. They saw the line and they were like, no, I'm not going to wait in that line. The line actually moved pretty quickly. They were trying to help people make decisions and let them know about where things were before they went into the store so they could shop pretty quickly. So I saw folks go in, make purchases, and come on out. So just want to give you a heads up if you haven't made it over to Bath and Body Works. So of the candles, again, so here's my handy dandy receipt from Bath and Body Works. I bought, let's see, this is white pumpkin, and I got marshmallow fireside. So let's bring up white pumpkin. So I wanted to do a comparison of the pumpkin chai nest to white pumpkin, and I really liked this format, just the way that it had sort of creamy pumpkins and gourds on the side. I thought it was pretty, and then the top of the jar has this embossed top. It's a regular 3-wick candle, 14.5 ounces with the 35 hours of burn time. And I know that there were candle sales recently, but this was on sale. I think yesterday it was $15.50, so it wasn't too bad. Let me read to you the fragrance notes on the back. So white pumpkin is white pumpkin, autumn spice blend, ground cinnamon with essential oil. So that's the reason why I wanted to compare this one, because the fragrance notes for the Nest pumpkin chai are very similar to the white pumpkin candle. And so, the head-to-head will be the $42 price point of the Nest candle with this $15.50 price point for the Bath and Body Works. So right off the top, there is less pumpkin in this than in the Nest. And there's a perfume note, and it's almost like a little bit of a floral note that's in here that's not in the Nest. The clove and cinnamon, the clove is more prevalent, and I don't know what the other spice is, so it's maybe cardamom or nutmeg. The cinnamon is not as pronounced or as hot or as, that red cinnamon broom as the other one. So this is a more nuanced, not more nuanced, this is a little bit different from like full on in your face fall pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice. Whereas this one is more of a traditional pumpkin fall pumpkin pie scent. So we'll see, we'll do a little bit head to head. If there is another Bath and Body Works pumpkin candle that you feel like would go head to head with the Nest pumpkin chai, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback and sort of thoughts on what you think in terms of the best pumpkin fragrance from Bath and Body Works. In the past, I've done sweater weather, leaves, autumn, there's some others. So I'll see if I put those videos in our channel, so just scan and you'll be able to pick out some of those classic fall scents. So sweater weather's in there, I know. Fresh morning air, those kinds of things, they're in our archive. So check out some of the old videos for nostalgic fall finds. All right, so white pumpkin was one of the ones that I got, and then y'all know I'm not really a fan of like sweet candles, but someone recommended marshmallow fireside, and I was really drawn to this particular matte version. So this is just a completely matte, it's not a label, it's just at least I don't think it's a label, it's just a matte finish on the candle. And so it's the White Barn branded approach, really handsome, sort of a sexy appeal with the gold border of the label there, and then nothing around, real simple, would look good in a sort of modern contemporary decor and other ones. And then the White Barn embossed top, of course it's a bright chrome top, which I don't love, but some people really like that. I don't like it because it shows fingerprints and dust. And then the wax is a gray color, which matches the outside of the candle jar. And then look at those really robust 3 wicks that are in there. So we'll see how well these do. So the marshmallow fireside isn't as sweet as I thought it would be. It definitely has like that smoky faux de bois of the diptyque, but let's read the fragrance notes together. So it says, woo, gosh, toasted marshmallows, smoldering woods, fire roasted vanilla, crystallized amber with essential oils. And so with those amber, vanilla, and woods notes, it really has sort of a more masculine approach, and the sweet marshmallow combines and sort of lightens it a little bit. But overall, I'm really enjoying sort of that smoky cologne kind of fragrance with a little bit of sweet on top. It definitely is a unique fragrance. Now, I'm not a big amber fan. I think I might be allergic to it a little bit, so I'm not a huge amber fan, but we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of loving this. I was trying to find one that we could compare to the Diptyque Photo Bois, which is the firewood or fireside. So if you have another smoky fall fireside fire smoke kind of candle that you really like, consider leaving a comment below and let me know which one I could get, because we could do comparisons of this as we move on into like Thanksgiving and Christmas time. So speaking of Christmas time, I have seen Fraser Fir out. Times Fraser Fir is my quintessential favorite holiday fragrance. I even saw Times Fraser Fir hand sanitizer out yesterday. So we'll be on the lookout for some more Times Fraser Fir for the holidays. So friends, hopefully you've enjoyed this tour. I was really enjoyed being able to go out and find some candles that were able to, you know, stay within my candle budget. I'll be burning them and to bring you some of those results here real soon. Downstairs right now I am burning oh my gosh, the Cherry Merlot. I can't remember the first part, but it's the I think it's like Sweet Cherry Merlot. What is the name of the candle? Anyway, I'll go downstairs and look at it. It's completely leaving me. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. If you haven't subscribed to the newsletter, consider subscribing. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.